All right. Freaking Thursday night. Thursday night football. It's the San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. And the Niners are still undefeated, pulling it out. They pulled it out. This game was a shootout. The final score is going to be 28-25. Niners. This game was actually a pretty damn good one. Damn, this was actually a decent Thursday night game. And holy shit, this had everything. Offense, defense, special team, like everything. Holy shit. They pulled it out. Now, yeah. All right. So they lead the NFC West, and then like Seattle's right behind them, and then the Rams and Arizona's like way on the bottom of the totem pole. They ain't making it in the playoffs. But holy shit, that was a good fucking game right there. Damn. Jimmy G passed over 300 yards with 4 touchdowns. I had him starting my fantasy football tonight. Him and Emmanuel Sanders. Fuck, I got some mad points. And I had the Niners defense. I got some mad points. So I'm like rolling right now in points. By the way, happy Halloween. This game was awesome. Kyler Murray, goddamn. Arizona, they made a good choice in drafting this kid. He's good. He's still, this is his first year, so like the rookie moves are in light. Like you could totally see the rookie mistakes, and man, like he had a chance to actually win this game. I mean, they got the touchdown. They went for he threw an 80-yard pass. I mean, that was an awesome play to bring the game close. And then they decided to go for 2, and they made it, a 3-point game. Like this game, the Cardinals, I gotta give it to them. Cardinals didn't back down. Defense sure didn't, because they have Terrell Suggs on there, and Terrell Suggs don't back down for nothing. So you knew the defense wasn't gonna back down. The offense was clicking. Arizona's run game. Oh man, I think the running back for Arizona had over 100+ yards rushing. That is amazing. I mean, come on, because we're talking San Francisco defense that last game, like literally had a feast, a sack fest, a defensive stance that was like beautiful. And then they come into Arizona on Thursday on a short week, and they let the running game go up on them like 100 yards. That they gotta tighten that up if they're gonna make it to the play. I mean, they're gonna make it to the playoffs. It just depends on where they go, how far they want to go in the playoffs. I mean, right now, if I had to pick, I would say, my Super Bowl pick right now would be the Niners and Patriots. I hate to say it, but yeah, the Patriots. That only because I see the matchups being the 2 defenses would be great. Both offenses be a sling fest, but fucking hell, this fucking game on Halloween night, this was fucking worth it. This game right here was amazing. Arizona almost, God, they were close. They were close. 28-25. Damn. Niners 8-0. Sadly, the Cardinals dropped to 3-5-1. I forgot who they tied with. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, man, like, oh my God. This kid, Jimmy G. If you play fantasy football, take this guy. I took him just because Patrick Mahomes got hurt, and I needed a backup quarterback. Like, okay, so Jimmy G threw for 28 for 37, for 317, and 4 touchdowns. On Thursday Night Football. This dude went to town on the Cardinals in the third game. But I do have I have an itch with the Niners, man. When they get to when they get their running game and it stalls, they tend to try to run it more, and that's when they get held back more yards. I mean, come on. Like, throughout this game, the Arizona defense got to their run game a couple times throughout the whole entire game. And then what happened? They would get back, push back like 3-4 yards. So what would they call another run play? And then, of course, they would get slammed up again. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, dude, no. They figured out what the hell y'all are trying to do when y'all are trying to do it. That's when you call audibles. That's when you change the play. This might be, I mean, the 49ers, sadly, happy Halloween. Yeah, the 49ers sadly have, like, oh God, I think it's like the second easiest schedule out of this season. So they're pretty much like riding their own freaking destiny. They're playing with their own fate. They're like unstoppable in their division. Seattle is 2 games behind. And then you have the Rams, I think, that are like 3 games behind? 3 or 4 games? Like 3 games behind. Which, right now, it's, oh God, we're getting ready to go into week 9, so we're getting ready to hit the holidays because we're hitting November, so we're getting ready to have the Turkey Bowl games, which is awesome. And then Christmas, and then playoffs. Fucking hey, season's coming up quick. Season's ending fast. This is getting sad. But I got to tip my cap to the Arizona Cardinals tonight. I thought, honestly, the Niners were going to walk in there and just roll up on them. And I was mistaken. I admit it. I was mistaken by the Arizona Cardinals. They showed up. They actually played some offense. They played some really damn good defense. They shut down a couple times Larry the Great Fitzgerald. And that was impressive. When you can shut down Larry Fitzgerald on a couple plays that where he can actually make them pass, like he can catch them throw, I tip my cap off. They did their homework a little bit. Arizona did their homework a little bit. I'm impressed because, I mean, that right there is amazing. Like, they hung in there. I mean, yeah, they're going to look back at the tape and realize they screwed up a couple plays in the first quarter, but I give them credit for coming back in the fourth quarter, not backing down. I mean, especially Kyler Murray. I mean, he's a young buck. He's a rookie. He could easily go, you know what, I'm done, and be like, I'm out, and just kind of cop out, but he didn't. He ended up throwing an 80-yard pass for a touchdown and ended up doing a 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. It was like, holy shit. All right, this young buck he can play. I mean, I didn't watch him in college, so I didn't really know who the hell he was. I just knew the name. So I didn't really fucking know. So I didn't, So as I see him progress through this season, he's getting better. So by next year, he should be actually one step above from where he is this year. Fingers crossed, because Cardinals need a lot of help. Cardinals are about to lose some couple vets very soon in like the next year, so I'm calling it. Larry Fitzgerald's gonna retire soon. It's just a matter of like when. And then you got Terrell Suggs on defense, and that could go either way. He could either ask for a trade and be traded to another team, or he could hang it up. Don't know. I mean, that's 2 right there, and then you've got, who else do they have on there that's decent? That's the only 2 I can really think of, man, that really pop out. I mean, I don't really follow the Cardinals, so, I mean, it really don't matter. So it's like, but the Niners, though, the Niners got some good, I mean, they're getting, and it kind of worries me with the Niners a little bit because they're starting to get banged up. They're starting to get injured. And we're getting later into the season, and when you're getting later in the season, just injuries pile up. But it's also, you got to do next man up. But it's just how long can they last? How long can they last until they get their first loss? Or if they actually go undefeated? I think they're going to have a gimme game. I think it's going to be one of those gimme games, an easy game where they're supposed to go in there and win it. And I think they might lose. Like, this game, honestly, probably should have been the game for them to lose, only because, come on, their run game, man, it stalled out in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, but it also had sparks. But I mean, the times that they stalled, they still tried to run it, and I'm like, why would you run it if you're stalling on first and second down, and by the time you get to third down, you're back at like 3rd and 15, and you gotta throw it, and it's like, dude, like, honestly, the Niners should have been up. They should have won by at least 10, but they gotta do a run. They gotta run. You gotta run. You gotta fucking run. I don't get it. Like, god damn. Like, my Colts are smarter than that. If our run game starts to stall, guess what? We start throwing it a little bit more, or we kind of do some audibles to get shit going. They didn't do that. They didn't call any changes. They didn't shift. I mean, the defense for 49, they shifted like no other, and, they did all right. They let up 25 points, but, it's okay. I mean, every defense has its day. Every offense has its day. But, damn. Like, honestly, I feel like the Niners, man. The Niners are rolling. I ain't gonna lie. Niners are hot. And, like every other sportscaster, they always ask the $1 million question: who would be the team to beat New England Patriots? And right now, I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Niners. Like, right now, the Niners look amazing. Like, I honestly think if the season ended right now, sadly, my Colts, yes, would be in the playoffs. But if they ended the whole season and said we're going to have a Super Bowl, it would be the Niners and the Patriots. And I feel right now, god damn, that would be an amazing game right there. Because you got Jimmy G, Tom Brady. Oh, man. Number 1 offense, number 2 defense. Number 1 offense, number 2 offense. Fuck. That'd be a shoot match. That'd be just kind of like when New England played Philly in the Super Bowl. That was like a record breaker of a fucking like throwing match. I think I don't even remember. They threw for like, I don't even know, 1,000. I don't even know. I'm over exaggerating, but it was like ridiculous. They set a record, both of them combined. It was amazing. Like this game right here, man. I mean, Jimmy G, he made great passing decisions. He threw it in places where, I mean, there were some passes that, he shouldn't have thrown it. But you know what? He ain't afraid to try. And then you got George Kittle that just straight, every time that fool gets on the field, dude, he balls out. Like, he's a great tight end. He is the next Rob Gronkowski. He's the next Gronk. That part, he's the next Gronk right there. And then, like, this was a good fucking game. It's like, and then the cool thing is on Sunday, like, it starts early with the AFC South Division matchup, which I will be watching and paying very close attention to because it's in London. And it's the Houston Texans playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I need the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Houston Texans. Because right now the Houston Texans are a half game behind my Colts. And I need a cushion. Because, I mean, we played the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're banged up. They're hurt. They're bruised. They got embarrassed on, I think it was, Monday night? Or did they? I don't even know. I didn't really pay attention Monday night. It was a boring game. So, just maybe this game, because it's it's in London, so, I need Jacksonville to kind of, like, step it up and beat the Texans, please. Thank you. So I can go up a full game and then go to Pittsburgh. I think the game's in Pittsburgh. And then have my Colts go to Pittsburgh and win that game and, like, really kill it. Because that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That'd be great. But, I mean, I'm not going to stream too long, only because it is Halloween night. And I do at least want to get a scary movie in before Creepy Little Book tonight. Because it is Halloween tradition and all that good stuff. But no, I mean this game, it was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. Through the whole football season, I've had a problem with the matchups with Thursday night, Sunday night, and pretty much Monday night. Like Monday night footballs, the games have been hit or misses. They've been okay. Sunday night football, the games, now they're starting to get better because now we're starting to get into November, which, November means a lot because November means you need to start benching starters that need to start getting healthy. You need to make sure your team is healthy enough to make that final push towards the playoffs because a lot starts riding. Like, this is when you find them shitty little teams that have nothing to play for except for draft picks, for top draft picks that kind of put a linchpin in your team and kind of go, oops, we beat you. And it's like, oh my God, you just fucked up the algorithm for me to get into the playoffs, or you just messed up my seeding in the playoffs to get in the playoffs. Which, this is one of the parts of the football I do hate. But it's football and it happens. But as tomorrow's November, so every other team, all 32 teams are going, okay, you have November to make your statement, December to put your stamp on it, January to prepare for the playoffs and just go hard. And then if you were the last two men standing in February for the Super Bowl, then yeah, you've worked your asses off. So now it's just one of those, it's a fight to the finish. And this is the part where I love football because now shit gets real. I'm not gonna lie, shit gets real. Trade deadline's over. Dolphins started trading people to get more picks, which is whatever, I don't care. You do what you want. You're trading amazing fucking players to get draft picks, but who cares? I don't care. I'm not a Miami Dolphins fan, but I feel bad for Miami Dolphins fans right now because they could be something, but they ain't shit right now. It's sad. It's really sad. But so. But no, and then my other issues Monday night football, shitty ass game. Sunday night football, hit or miss. Thursday night, it just depends. If there are division matchups like tonight, it's gonna be a damn good game. If it's not a division matchup, there's really no point. It's just gonna be a blowout between one team, either home or away, just boom, just messing shit up, just messing it up. But, yeah, so this one actually was worth it because it's fucking Niners, man. It's fucking Niners. It's the actual team, that's the actual undefeated team I actually enjoy watching. I don't like watching the Patriots. I mean, I make sure Julian Edelman gets his points because he's my wide receiver on my fantasy, so as long as he gets the ball, I'm fine. Other than that, I don't give a shit about the Patriots. All I know is my Colts will be ready for the Patriots by the AFC Championship game. So that's my prediction. It'll be the Colts, Patriots, AFC Championship. In the NFC, I'm going to go Niners. It's a toss-up right now between New Orleans and Green Bay. Man, I can't pick between those two, right? Or fuck it, it could. You never know. You never know. Fate might strike the Niners, and they might start losing and just play their way out of football, play their way out of playoff contention, which I don't see that happening. The only way I see the Niners getting out of playoff contention is once again if Jimmy G gets hurt, if their quarterback, if their leading man gets hurt, it's over for the Niners. But he's playing healthy. He's looking good. His arm is amazing. He's kind of reminds me of Patrick Mahomes, but except he doesn't do all that razzle-dazzle bullshit. He just gets right in there and just gunslings it. So, there's that. And then you've got Patrick Mahomes. He's back on the practice field practicing. And there's no word yet on when he will be back on the field. But it will be sometime soon. He's not playing this week, but a lot of people say he's not playing this week, but he'll probably play next week just to see how he does. And I'm like, really? This fool just had a dislocated knee. And, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, luckily it wasn't a bad, dislocation, but whatever. I mean, that's why I'm not a GM and that's why I'm not a coach. I mean, seriously. It's one of those where I just don't care. But, no. Fuck. I was going to say something and it came into my head and went out of my head. Whatever. It must not have been that important. I can't even tell you who plays next Thursday night because I haven't even looked at the schedule. I've just been pretty much focused on this upcoming schedule with the Colts playing in Pittsburgh. Because at this point in time, I thought Big Ben was still going to be in it, so I was a little worried because I was like, oh my God, Big Ben's going to play. But I don't even know which quarterback they have for Pittsburgh, so I don't know. All I know is hopefully my boys show up, they show out, we get a W, we continue winning, and I would like to see them in the Super Bowl. I would love to see them in the Super Bowl. Just to kind of, give Andrew Luck, the middle finger and go, this is, fuck you for retiring, and this is what we did without you. You know what I mean? I kind of want him to go to the Super Bowl just to kind of give Andrew Luck that. This is what happens, buddy. This is what happens. Like, when you respect somebody, yeah, this is what happens. We become winners. But when you show some disrespect and, I get it. We didn't draft an O-line for him, so yeah, that was their fault that they didn't get an O-line for that guy. But if you look at the O-line that they have this season, holy shit, Jacoby Brissett, he hasn't been sacked all that much. I mean, granted, last Sunday with the Broncos, yeah, he got sacked a little bit, But you got certain people on that Broncos defense that, yeah, they're going to get to Jacoby. They're going to get to quarterbacks no matter what. And so, yeah, it was one of those moments. But honestly, I'm going to say it. I'm a Colts fan, but so I'm going to say it. We should have lost that game to the Denver Broncos. But I do give Joe Flacco credit for calling out his freaking his squad. I like the fact that he called out his coaching staff, players, going, it feels like we're afraid to lose. It's like, he's like, we got 2 minutes left. He's like, do you know they got the ball? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, he's calling everybody out. He's calling everybody out except for, the guy who handles the towels. Which is great, because good for him. Because you got a quarterback who's been to the Super Bowl and who's actually won a Super Bowl, so you would think he knows what the fuck he's doing. You would think that he knows what he's doing, but they don't. I feel like the coaching staff doesn't trust Joe Flacco enough to let him kind of take the reins, which he needs to take the reins, because it's just one of those where I'm just like, dude, either you need to hear the play call and then kind of call it in the huddle and then be like, listen for the audible and change the play and then start running it that way, or I don't know. We're gonna keep continuing having really good press conferences and oh yeah, by the way, congratulations to the Washington Nationals. Game 7 of the World Series. That was actually pretty damn good last night. I actually watched that shit last night. That was pretty damn good. That was pretty good. I think they made history because no home team won during the series. So that means I don't even remember where it started. I think it started in Houston, so that meant it started in Houston because the Nationals took a 2-0 lead. And then they went to Washington, and then the Astros, So that's fucking crazy. And then, of course, in the world of entertainment, and in the world of Star Wars, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming, man. More stories keep coming out. more plot leaks keep coming out, and it's just like, you know what? Just release the damn film already, because the whole movie is spoiled. If you really pay attention to the articles and read the articles and you listen to podcasts and media, the movie is spoiled. It's like spoiled out of its mind. This is like supposedly like, you know, like the biggest series finale of cinema and film. And yet, instead of getting pumped and excited for like, you know, an end of a trilogy, an end of an era, an end of an epic, you know, journey that George Lucas took us on, we're getting like all these freaking stories. And then of course, you know, you hear the spoilers and then you see the trailers and then you're just like, dude, fuck. Well, it's all confirmed. And then of course, you know, when people try to like, you know, say, oh, it's a spoiler alert, and then, you know, they're getting copywritten by Disney saying you can't say that, and they're like, are you legit? Oh, that means it's true. And they're like, oh my god. So I just, you know, like the recent one I heard, which is like, you know, Palpatine is confirmed to be Rey's grandfather, so that makes her his granddaughter. And Kylo Ren dies, apparently by the hand of Palpatine. And the thing about Kylo Ren's death is that he, quote unquote, falls to his death. Sound familiar? Sound a wee bit familiar? Just a little bit fucking familiar. Kind of sounds like Return of the Jedi. Familiar. Oh. And then supposedly in the midst of his fall, he like tosses his lightsaber so it's saved, and then Rey automatically has 2 lightsabers and has a epic battle down with Grandfather Dear and kills Palpatine. Now, this is where I kind of scratch my head and I go, okay, let me think in history's past. How many people tried to kill Palpatine and it just didn't work? It kind of backfired, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, and then supposedly after she defeats, you know, Palpatine, she's seen the final scene of the movie. Which I'm also, this is like a spoiler warning. So I'm hoping I'm right. Because if I'm right, oh my god, that live stream the night I see the Rise of Skywalker is going to be epic. Because I can't wait till I get to the end and be like, I fucking called it! Supposedly she goes to Tatooine. And in the midst of like walking through, I guess, like, you know, kind of Luke Skywalker's like stomping grounds, somebody, you know, a stranger walks up to her and asks, you know, what her name is, and she says, my name is Rey. And then kind of a pause, and then she goes, Rey Skywalker. And then that's supposed to like fade into black. And it's supposed to fucking have like, you know, a nice little tribute to Carrie Fisher, and then credits. But I'm really hoping I got the fucking ending. I hope to God I nailed the ending of that, because I thought about it and I was like, wouldn't it be cool? Ha ha ha. Is if she ended up back on Luke Skywalker's stomping ground looking at the moons and shit, and some stranger walks up or somebody walks up and says, Rey. And like, you know, Rey from nowhere, and she's like, no, my name's Rey Skywalker. And they'd be like, oh, my mistake. And then, oh, God. Fucking Disney, man. And then it's like, you know, I saw the Mandalorian 2 trailer. I mean, I like Pedro Pascal. I like the actor Pedro Pascal because I watched him on Narcos. And he's supposed to be in Wonder Woman 84? I forget what character he's playing, but he's supposed to be playing a really cool, iconic comic, like, right off the comic book character. But I don't know. I don't know if I see him as a Mandalorian. I mean, I'm still on the edge. I'm still on the fence about that show because it looks visually, it looks awesome. Story-wise, plot-wise, it looks like a fucking dud. Like, I know this is supposed to start the new era of Star Wars where we venture off and we find new planets, new worlds, new species, new friends, new villains, blah, 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 blah. But they also said that the first episode is supposed to kind of give a spoiler leak into episode 9. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Why? And of course, when does it premiere? November 12th. So you can watch The Mandalorian and then pretty much know what the fuck's gonna happen in The Rise of Skywalker. Like, I don't even, like, it's sad. Like, this is legitimately sad. And then on January, let me think real quick. So December 20th, that's the day Star Wars dies. And then a month later, in January 20th, which I think, holy shit, I don't even know what day of the week that is. I think it's a Sunday. I don't know. I'm going to be live streaming that night. That will be when Star Trek Picard starts. And I will be doing a full-blown review on that. Like, I'm going into grave detail on that show because this show right here coming out, Star Trek Picard, I mean, I'm on the fence with it because I want to give it a chance. I gave Discovery a chance. Discovery pissed me off, broke my heart. It's not Trek. It's not Star Trek. It doesn't have the nostalgia. It doesn't have the message. It doesn't have the feel that Star Trek all throughout the years of different Trek has. It doesn't have that one political... I mean, it's over political. Jesus Christ. It's like they don't have that balance between... I mean, there are some episodes on Star Trek that were like, hey, deranged lunatic. Like, they didn't have... Let me think. Discovery doesn't have, and will never have, the balance between, like, certain Star Trek episodes were dark, but they had the light humor, and then you had some episodes that were light funny that just didn't really make sense, but you just didn't give a shit because it was Star Trek. And then you had the ones that made sense, that were just visually stunning, awesome, and it made sense. You fast forward to Star Trek Discovery, it makes no fucking sense. None. Ridiculous. I only watched one season of Star Trek Discovery, and that was all the fuck it took. I didn't watch season 2 because I was like, why would I watch season 2 when I have Captain Pike and Spock? It's like, dude, no, they're not even on the fucking Enterprise. This is ridiculous. Why would I even watch this? It broke my heart. So when you fast forward and you go, oh wait, we're giving you Star Trek Picard with Sir Patrick Stewart. That's where you got my attention a little bit. And then you kind of gave us a little bit of a breadcrumb trail, like, okay, what's it going to be about? And then you kind of tell us a little bit, and I'm like, all right. And then you find out Brent Spiner's going to be on it, and you're like, oh. And then you find out he's going to be Data, and then you're kind of like, huh, how's that going to work? Like, he sacrificed himself in Nemesis, and he's gone. Like, and then he had his brother before that they found on a planet, and I'm like, I don't see how this is gonna work unless it's like a hologram. Unless it's like a hologram and it's like a holosuite program, then I can dig it. Then I can dig that if they do it that way with Data. And then you kind of gave us a little bit more of a breadcrumb, you know. You gave us Jerry Ryan, 7 of 9. And then you've got, you know, coming out of, like, London, their Star Trek con that, yes, he says you're going to learn more about the Borg. Which, thank God. Thank God. The one alien species I do love on fucking Star Trek. It's a goddamn Borg, and I've always been fascinated with them and all that shit. So I'm actually excited. So it actually kind of makes sense on the 7 of 9 connection into Star Trek Picard if it involves more Borg, because it has to, because you got Hugh, 7 of 9. That's 2 important Borg right there. So it kind of makes sense on that. And then, of course, you know, they give you that last trailer, and you get to see Riker and Troy, and they got a daughter. I mean, so, and then, of course, you know, somebody asked $1 million question, is the original, you know, is the TNG cast going to make an appearance? And he pretty much confirmed it. So, with him kind of confirming that, yes, maybe the original cast is in Star Trek Picard, they're probably going to be in the very first episode. Why? Because it's going to put old Trek fans' asses in the viewer's seat. It's going to make us stream it on CBS All Access. They're going to make us give us their money. I bet you mad money they're going to do a whole new... They're going to do the whole series premiere of Star Trek Picard. We're going to know the story about Romulus and what happened and why he retired. So I'm thinking, yes, for one last badass ride, you've got Jean-Luc on the Enterprise, plus you'll have Riker on... Damn it. I can't remember what starship he got in Nemesis. Oh, I think it's like the Titan... Shit. I can't remember. I think it's the Titan. I can't remember. I think so. He'll be the captain of that. They'll do their damn thing. Something will happen. People will probably die. This is probably going to be the end. They're probably going to kill off, like, I don't even know. Probably going to, like... What do you... Oh, what's up, Drains Lunatic? Ask away. Fire away, bro. Fire away. I will wait for your question. Well, I'm not going to wait because it'll be dead air, and I can't do dead air because I hate dead silence. Like, even on Creepy Little Book, man, they always have that occasional dead air. But, yeah, so I'm thinking they're probably going to kill off, like, the majority of the original cast in the series premiere and have, like, Riker and Troy be the sole survivors of the original cast and be like... Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is rough. Like, I don't know. And then you have this girl, and everybody thinks that it's Picard's daughter. I don't know who it is. I'm just curious. I'm curious to see how they're going to do this show. I'm trying to go into this show open-minded, but, you know, we gotta wait until January. It was supposed to be out in December. And I'm a little upset with CBS All Access just because the writing and all that crap. But, yeah. So that's freaking ridiculous, man. So we gotta wait until December. Yeah. I'm a Pete. Open up the live chat tonight. Especially let's see. I have Pete and Jesse and Fedorable on Discord. So, and if you want, you could probably, if you have Twitter, you could probably tweet at Pete right now and see how he would do it. Because, I mean, I would probably, I'm probably going to get a hold of him via Twitter or Discord tonight to see what's up. Because, heck yeah. Because, I think that's, yeah. Either or. Because, like, I got to get a hold of him fairly soon. Because what time is it? Yeah, fairly soon. Because I got to get a hold of him and see how he does it. Because I know they stream through Streamlabs or StreamYard, which is like Streamlabs and shit like that. So I know they stream through that, but yeah, I think they go through Discord or some shit. I'm not sure because people do their streaming in a different way. Some people use different stream shit to connect. You know, the world has different apps and shit. It's not like the good old days like the good old 90s where you had like different chat rooms where you could just click in there and just start chatting away. But yeah, I think that would be my educated guess on how I would get a hold of Pete tonight, which I need to probably do so fairly soon. So I'm probably going to stream for like maybe like a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to head off so I can actually get a hold of Pete and save my voice for a little bit. So I can at least talk, because, yeah, either that or I can get a hold, well, shit. I pretty much have like the whole creepy little book on Twitter, except for Jesse, because he's not on Twitter, I don't think yet. He is on Facebook, because I'm friends with him on Facebook, because he friended me. That was crazy. And then I friended him on PlayStation, so. So, I don't know. I gotta think about that one, so. Yeah. Alright. Damn, Deranged Lunatic, you got my brain going, man. Thank you, buddy. No problem, buddy. No problem. I'm here to help you. We're all here to help each other, man. Because, yeah, I mean, tonight's going to be an awesome stream. Like, it's Halloween. You get a chance to be on a creepy little book, like, and chat with, like, Pete and Fedorable and the company. Like, come on. That's fun. That would be fun. That would be straight up. That'd be awesome. Like, I hope, yeah. Like, whoever gets on is, like, very lucky. Because I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're going to rotate people out, or if it's just going to be Pete, and then, I don't know, have him and then whoever wants to come on in, and I don't know. It's going to be very interesting on Creepy Little Book tonight, man. It's going to be awesome on Creepy Little Book tonight. It's going to be lit. It's going to be, oh man. I passed out like, early last night. So I didn't watch I didn't have time to listen to Creepy Little Book last night, so I listened to it on the way to work this morning. So I was like, it's Halloween, fuck it. I'm going to listen to it. So I listened to it on the drive this morning. And it was amazing. It was a good, dude, yeah. Yeah, to stream with Pete would be awesome. Like, to stream with Pete, Tina, Fedorable, Jesse, Mecca, it would be awesome. I've streamed with Jesse and Fedorable. Those guys are awesome. I got some strange characters in my Discord. I've got a couple, but, you know... Hey man, okay, Deranged Lunatic, let me tell you something. I was nervous, but you know what? It's okay. The first time I streamed, it was on Jesse's channel, and he was having a conversation with him, Fedorable, and a couple other his buddies, and he just dropped his link, and he was like, anybody wants to do it, he's like, just come on in, and Jesse and Fedorable made me feel so comfortable that I'm still doing this today. Like, without them having that mad support and kind of getting to know me and everything else and asking me questions what I'm interested in, instead of veering the question where they wanted to go, it helped me feel comfortable to the point where I'm still doing this today. And I'm loving it. And I enjoy the shit out of it. And I mean, I'm having a blast. It's one of those where, yeah, it's a fear to conquer, but once you do it, it's fucking awesome, man. It's awesome. It's the best feeling. It's awesome because right now I'm sitting at 43 subscribers. Didn't think I'd get to 43. That's amazing. I'm happy. I can't wait till I get to 100 and then eventually get to 1,000. And then, get monetized and all that good shit, and then, have all that good fun, and then start battling it out and getting more subs, and growing my channel, and having more people join, and maybe doing, a whole, high council bit with, different, maybe, because I kind of want to do, when the Orville Season 3 comes out, I kind of want to do like a group stream where we just discuss the new episode of the Orville and break it down. We still don't know what they're going to do. We don't know if they're going to do weekly or if they're going to do it, if they're all just going to dump it at once. Because they're on Hulu now, so they could do it. Like, Seth MacFarlane can do anything he fucking wants with the Orville right now. Like, this is exciting. Like, I'm excited. This is exciting for, like, Trek fans who are actually getting some actual Trek, but it's the Orville. So, hail to the Orville. But no, the deranged lunatic, like, seriously, buddy, no. Like, that was, like, I was very nervous. Like, I literally held my finger to my screen for, like, 5 minutes to, like, click OK to go into the lobby to tell Jesse that I was there to stream with him. And then once he let me in and, like, I was like, oh, wow, okay, this is it. And then they started asking me questions, and I was like, okay, they want to know about food. They want to know about this. They want to know, okay, what my opinion is on this. And I'm like, and I started easing into it. And by then, like, halfway, I'm just going to say probably within, like, 10, 15 minutes, I was myself. I was cool, calm, collect like you have right now. Cool, calm, collected, open mouth, open spoken, didn't really care what the fuck was coming out of my mouth, only because I knew their channels and I knew them. And they made me feel really comfortable and they made me feel welcome. And so now I want to pay it forward by, like, literally doing my channel and then having people come on my channel and we do some shit. We, like, have conversations and stuff like that. Because I want to expand it. I want to expand the brand a little bit, But that is my best advice, deranged lunatic. Just suck it up, buddy. Just suck it up, buddy. I mean, because plus, I'll be in the chat. If I don't get on there with Pete, I'll be in the chat freaking rooting you on, man. Like, you got my full support. My mad support, man, on doing this. Because, I mean, if I can get on there with you and do it with you, buddy, that would even be better. Because, I mean, you probably, Yeah, because, it'd be cool if, like, Pete would have both of us on there. That'd be awesome. Because, if that would make you feel more comfortable, great, man. But, like I said, it's kind of one of those things where you just kind of have to do it. You kind of have to just flip the switch and just let it fly. This is kind of like just making, like, a long video chat. But it's going out to the world. That's the difference. Like, the whole world can see it. And that's the cool part. Instead of, like, certain people can see it. No, the whole world can see this. But, yeah. But, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, buddy. So, what time is it now? Okay, it's 9:20 my time. So, what? They usually start at, what? 10:45, 10:50 ish. So, alright. And I've been streaming for almost 50 minutes, 5 hours on this beautiful Halloween night. Jesus Christ, I gotta say, the temperature dropped in the desert where I'm at in Arizona. Temperature was a little chilly this morning. Had to turn on the heater in my car for like a minute. It was kind of, I was not happy. I was not cool. I'm not ready for winter, and winter's coming. Poor Game of Thrones. Speaking of Game of Thrones, fuck, man, how could I forget, dude? Shit. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think you're supposed to make a daily 10-minute video. Yeah. I tried, but I was thinking about doing one this morning because it was Halloween. But there were so many cops out on the road, and I was gonna do a car video. But there were so many cops out on the road this morning. Because there were cute little trick-or-treaters. There were so many cute little kids going to school in their costumes. It was awesome. I didn't see any Jedi or, any Star, or any Rays. I didn't see any Rays. I didn't see any Stormtroopers. I did see a Darth Vader this morning, so hail to the... so the original Fucking rules. Because there was a little kid dressed up like Darth Vader. But yeah, I didn't see any other Star Wars characters. I mean, I didn't see any Avengers either. A lot of dead zombies though. A lot of zombies. A lot of vampires still hanging around. Kid, yeah. But no Star Wars. No, I mean just Darth Vader. That was it. But whatever. So yeah. All right. Excuse me. I'm gonna wrap this up so I can get a hold of Pete, see what I gotta do, and all this good stuff to get the ball rolling for Creepy Little Book. I will see you on, what's today? Thursday? Tomorrow night. Yeah. I'll probably stream tomorrow night. Thinking about, yeah, fuck it. It'll be November 1st. Yeah, tomorrow night I will have my first recipe for Spanksgiving. I'm gonna give you all my first recipe. It's gonna be a secret, so I won't tell you what recipe what rabbit I'm gonna whip out. So I'll let you all know tomorrow when y'all when y'all tune in. So this will help you out for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So if you don't use a recipe for Thanksgiving, you could use it for Christmas. It's kind of like one of them versatile, or in general, if you just want to make it just in general, you can make it just in general. But no, this is gonna make your you and your family's taste buds just fuck yeah. So that will be tomorrow, because I said I would start giving out some of my recipes for the holiday season to help y'all get through the holidays, and it'll help you out, making shopping lists, because we all know what a bitch that could be for the holidays, especially when you got family coming in, which you love, and you love, and you got to plan for that, and then you got food allergies you got to prep for, all that good family, all that good holiday spirit. So, yes. So look out for the notification for that tomorrow. I'll probably make one tonight, maybe, but if not tonight, I will make a notification tomorrow. And yeah, so I will be giving out a recipe, and then we'll do a Friday night chat. We'll do we'll do a chit chat, cause it's Friday, and I don't think baseball's over. Football, it's probably a college football game, but nothing really important. Then you got basketball. So, all right. I will see y'all later on the